Chris J. Hey, yo. What's poppin', y'all? Salute, Bad Vibes. Steve Richardson, what's poppin'? Leon Rivera, salute. Ladybug, what's up, man? Jay Breezy, Falboro, what's poppin'? Jose Torres. I rap 152, my 5 stars in the building. What's poppin'? Punch that like button on your way in. Toronto's in the building, that's a fact. Salute, Big Rook. Brad Houser's in the building. Jay Breezy, Falboro. Dímelo que pasó. 183rd. Malcolm Presley. Rubber Band Clan, Baby Girl. Conrad Nitty. Young by the Way. Be Safe. We. Manny Mr. Brown. Rob 2G. March Palmer. Let's get it. It's Connor, salute. Young by the Way, you already know. Cali in the building, shout out the West Coast. Let's talk about it. Philly to the murder. Rat. Yeah, I was watching it. I was on there. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Bad Vibe. That shit crazy, man. They just moved them to ADX. You know what I'm saying? Bethlehem's in the building. Rubber Band Clan, I see you. All of them in the building. Yeah, I know, Bad Vibes, but I'm going to talk about that in a second. That's a fact. Eat food, ask questions last. Black Gorilla Army, salute. Big Mex, okay. I see you. Steve Richardson, nah, they good. Light skinned Benji from BK, I think so. Killer Kev, salute, I see you. Killer Kev in the building. Yo, what's poppin', y'all? What it look like? Throw it in the pot, see if it cook right. Yeah, man. Eat food all eat food all day. That's our slogan. That's been our slogan for years. You know what I'm saying? Rob 2G, what's up with Magoo? Magoo just got sent to that ADX place, I think. They just sent him over there. They just sent him over there to that ADX place, man. Y'all already know he got hit with 20. And there was a lot of stuff that happened in that. Can't talk about it because it's still an active case and stuff like that. So I just gonna say that, salute Magoo. But he's strong. I know Magoo. I know Magoo all my life, basically. And Magoo's strong, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna throw him down in that ADX under the ground and all that, but he gonna be all right. Yeah, they said a bunch of stuff, man, but I can't speak about it. That's a live case. You know what I'm saying? And just can't talk about it. But facts, free the real, you know what I'm saying? He working on his appeal and all that, so he should be all right, man. Salute Wayno, that's a fact. Salute Wayno. Wayno just hit me up a little while ago. Salute Scully. I spoke with Scully today, real short. You know what I'm saying? He doing good over there. Shout out to Black Lions. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Blue Black and the paybacks. You know what I'm saying? Oh, got you. I just got a message just now. I got you, Kev. I got it. Yeah, salute the Black Lions, man. I just spoke with Scully today. He doing all right. Salute Little Curtis. I spoke with Little Curtis too. He doing good. You know what I'm saying? Steven Richardson. Yeah, Wayno Haywood from 1B. Cool Water. What's up? What's up, bro? Yeah, man. I had to do this live today because I really wasn't gonna do a live till tomorrow. Cause you know I've been doing mad things, man. DJ Shook Brian, salute, bro. I see you. Yeah, that's a fact, Jay Breezy. Jay Breezy Five Borough be knowing his stuff, man. You know, Jay Breezy be knowing his stuff. Yeah, I got you, Vibes. I'm gonna give him your man. He up in the Jamaican jail and stuff. He's about to come home in about he comes home in about another 8-9 more months. Yeah, so yeah, that was not 1738 Poppy. That was not, man. That was just a little venting, man. I don't even take that serious, bro. You know what I mean? I don't take none of that serious, man. The one thing that I did want to speak about was something that's so hilarious, man, but it's so strategic at the same time. You know, I keep getting in my DM this funny video. This video is hilarious. And maybe y'all know what video I'm talking about because y'all probably seen it, but this video is hilarious. So the video, let me see if I can put it on so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I just got it again. Somebody sent it to me again. It's like the video, you know what's crazy? The video went viral because everybody wanted to know who the hell this dude is. And then what happened was, at the same time, dudes wanted to know who this dude is. They started sending the video all over the place because by itself it wouldn't have made no views the way it made views. But now it has a lot of views, more than the followers of that person's channel, because dudes kept reposting it and kept sending it around, and that's how it got the views that it got. But it's actually a hilarious video. Hold on, what's that at? Every time I see this video, I'll be on my back, yo. Who was it that just sent me that video? Oh. What's that video at? Y'all know what video I'm talking about. It's that video with the dude that went on live with the ashy feet. He had them sandals on. He had the sandals on and stuff, and he was saying that he was in the age back then. And hold on a second. Let me see. There it is. Here it goes. Here it goes. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of it.
Yeah. All right. What's up, y'all? Today, right, my son called me and he told me some things about dudes talking about Rikers Island, Latin Kings, and all that, right? And I just want to address a couple of things. Hold up. Let me take this out of my mouth, right? Bad habits follow you, right? I just saw another clip. Hey, one of my brothers. Hold
on. Time out. First of all, the dude is like 80 years old. He pulls out. Now, here's my thing. And I'm not just referring it towards him, because I've seen a couple of other people that keep doing that. I keep seeing people that keep doing that. The razor blade, the gem star, should we say, the gem star. You know what I'm saying? The gem star is like having a musket in an AK-47 world. I repeat, the gem star, the regular razor, it's like having a musket in an AK-47 world. So if a dude is walking around with them gem stars in his mouth at 90 years old, you gotta be crazy as hell. That don't rock no more. It barely rocked back then because they got all types of stuff now. They got all types of stuff right now for that. They got worms that go across your, and then when you got to do all that, first of all, if you my bandit, and I know you one of them dudes that be putting stuff in your mouth and all that, I'm hoping that you do get past the magnometer. Because the minute you get past the magnometer and you come out into the yard, I'm going to smack you right in your face and you're going to cut your whole gums up. People don't do that no more. That's like driving a 4T model in a Lamborghini world. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to sit there and make a video and you're going to be spitting out a gem star, talk about bad habits. So you ain't got no girl? How you kiss your girl? Oh, hold on, baby. What? Like, are you serious? But the video went viral because he was talking some things on. Now let me just explain something. So people understand. He said that he knew Magoo, and he said that he knew Magoo, and that Magoo was setting his own brothers up to get 8. Right? So Magoo was setting his own brothers to get their food ate. How is that? Because when you come to the Bing, you already know what's up when you go to that yard. If you are op, you know what's going on when you get to that yard. So how can he be mad at Magoo when he ain't go to the yard? Why he ain't telling nobody that? I mean, the video went viral. It got like, what, 83,000 views. But that's because everybody keeps sending it. They keep sending it all over the place. And it made it, look, the dude only got 1 point. He barely got 1,500. But he got 83,000 views on that video alone. And he wasn't truthful. He wasn't truthful. He wasn't telling the truth. Because really what happened was, if you wasn't built like that, you didn't go to the yard. And if you thought you was built like that and you went to the yard, you got popped on. Shout out Miss Playful in the building. Shattered. What's popping, Shattered? Salute. That's what happened. It's like this, for example. I gave this example before. If I'm in the Bing, that's matter of fact, I remember when I was an adolescent. When I was an adolescent, my first time in the Bing, right? And this is my first time in the Bing. I never been to the Bing before a day in my life. But when I went to the Bing, right? When I went to the Bing, I remember there was this one dude who was like, yo. This one dude was like, yo. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the yard. No lie. They had him out as like a porter. And he was passing out the food. And he was like, yo, if you ain't peoples, you can't come out to the yard. So at first I'm bugging out. I'm like, hold up. Is he saying that because the police told him to say that? Or is he telling me that because he's telling me that? I'm trying to figure this out. So I said, yo, I'm going to the yard, man. So now I see that they taking dudes out to the yard, and everybody that's going to the yard is clicked up. Like they all know each other, they all cool with each other and all that. And when I went to the yard, everything got silent, everything got quiet. Like, yo, who's this dude? Yo, didn't you tell him not to go to the yard? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, didn't I tell you not to go to the yard? Oh, excuse me. He said, and I looked at him. I said, yo, who said that? You or the police? And he was like, I did. I was like, word, punched him right in the face. I got jumped. It's a fact, I got jumped. I ain't get cut, but I got jumped. And in the backlash of that, I broke his nose though. But I got jumped. You know what I'm saying? And you know what happened? The police, when they came out there, Papa Smurf and them, those were the police in the full building back in the days, Jay Breezy. When Papa Smurf and them ran out there, they was like, yo, son broke son nose. They jumped him, whatever. And they asked me, yo, should we move you to the other side? I was like, nah, don't move me to the other side. I'm staying right here, and I'm going out tomorrow again. So everybody that had involvement in that, we gonna go round 2 tomorrow. But guess what happened? Son sends me a kite. He sends me a kite, and I get the kite. He's like, yo, you got a lot of heart, bro. What's your handle? Yo, you could come to the yard. You know what I'm saying? You could come to the yard. And I went to the yard the next day. No lie. It was mad tension though, because the police was waiting for something else to pop off. But me and son went in the corner while the other dudes was in the side, like, yo, son gotta get payback for what I did to him yesterday. But son ain't want no smoke. Son was like, yo, damn, son, you hit type hard. Yo, what you in the box for? And I told him, I blast somebody upstairs, 2 top. So he was bugging. He was like, oh, okay. Yo, I didn't even know. You see what I'm saying? He said, I was like, I didn't even know. Oh, he was like, so I was like this. I was like, yo, damn. Wrong person. The shit's moving too fast. Dudes ain't catching it. Anyway, so like I was saying, right? Pardon me, Cool Water. My bad. Shout out Cool Water. That was my bad. I saw some clown in there. They didn't get rid of them fast enough. I don't like to look at that stuff. But yeah, so what I was saying was, so when I went outside, everything was good. So what I'm saying by that is, if you saying that somebody is setting your peoples up, telling them to go to the yard, how is that? When automatically when you go to the Bing, you got to go to the yard. Why? You going to stay in your cell for 24 hours a day because another inmate done told you to stay in your cell? Or because you don't want to go outside because the odds is against you? You got to go outside, bro. You got to play that yard. And it's funny. So when I was looking at the video and I saw him, salute DC, you know what I'm saying? And I saw him you know what I'm saying? And I saw him, when I saw the video, I saw him. I'm like, yo, I know what type of dude this was. He's one of those that didn't go to the yard and was mad because he felt that the odds was against him and he wasn't willing to sacrifice himself for his own honor. You had a lot of people like that back in the days. They won't sacrifice themselves for their own honor, because at the end of the day, some of these people was called a breaking point. That's what it's called, a breaking point. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is simple. You can't go on air and say, yo, they was doing us dirty because they had the advantage in the Bing. Well, hold up. The dudes that's in the Bing was the ones that was popping off. How you gonna pop off, go to the Bing, but then be scared to go out to the yard with other people who have popped off just like you, but their numbers is up? Scalper all day. You can't caviar raising no more. Those days is over. And if you out here in the street with that, oops, my bad. Oh, his gum got cut. His gums is leaking. Dudes don't do that. Plus, who's gonna do that in the street anyway? You out in the street with a razor blade in your mouth. Yo, but it had me rolling because I see this dude. He had open toe sandals on. Some that he had on the top of his closet somewhere, and one fell down. And when he looked up, he said, "You know what? I'm wearing these right now." He had a pair of shorts on that looked like he was under the bed trying to fix the backboard, and he had a tank top that looked like he hung it to dry on the fire escape. Salute, God Vanguard. Salute. You know what I'm saying? See, back then, this is what happened, yo. Back then, you was tested. And this is how they tested you. The way you was tested was when you came. Matter of fact, when I came to 1B, crazy. Us adolescents had 1B first. Adolescents, not adults, adolescents. We had 1B first. 1B used to be the Bing. When they kick you out of 1 main in the 4 building, they'll send you to 1B. So down there was me, Germs, Curtis, SI, Doggy Dog, Fulo. Who else was over there? Ike, Half, Ja Ray. You had a couple of you had hitters down there. And dudes used to always play that same thing. Don't play that yard. But you already in the box. You done popped off somewhere else. So how you gonna pop off somewhere else? But then when you go to the Bing, you can't pop no more because it's not your house or you don't feel comfortable. You got to go out in that yard, bro. Got to play that yard. And that's what happened. A lot of them dudes didn't play that yard. No, I was there. They didn't play that yard. I was there. And I'm going to tell you some Latin Kings that did play the yard. And you know what? They lived. You had Rico. You had Smash. You had, that was about it. They played the yard. They didn't land in the cage because what the police did was they put them in a different cage. But at least they came out their cell and they went to the yard. They just didn't let. See, while you over here paranoid thinking that if you go to the yard, dudes are going to jump you and tear you up. The police already know you are ops, so they're not going to put you in the cage with us. They're going to put you in the other cage because in 1B and 1A, they had 3 pens. You can land in the first pen, the middle pen, or the last pen. When we was adolescents, it wasn't 3 pen. When we was adolescents, it was 1 pen. 1 big pen. And they used to let all of us out in the pen. So whoever had beef with whoever, y'all gonna bump. Ain't no separating, ain't no gate. Y'all gonna bump. We live, eat, sleep, box. And I'm telling you, bro, the dude stuff went viral. Only because dudes kept reposting it and sending it everywhere. Cause yo, I don't blame people. They want to know who this dude is. They want to know who this dude is. But the dude didn't get to elevate. He didn't get to elevate. He's still stuck in time. And I see a lot of these old dudes, they be stuck in time. And what I say by that is, while I was out here, I've always messed with my youngins, man. Shout out to my youngins, man. I mess with the youngins hard body. Up in Wash Heights, in Audubon, St. Nick, Fort Washington, Indictment, they'll tell you, I spent summers breaking night with the youngins out there bugging in the Heights. Same thing I did in the East. I spent nights going to the club. I know Rivera. He said, shout out to the clown with the stiff tank top. Yo, peep it. Shout out to Rivera. But yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I spent mad summers, yo. I spent summers in Queens, going to Mocha, going to Juve, going to Starlets, Perfections. I was up in all them clubs with the youngest, man, like this. What up, yo? The DJs would be shouting my, yo, shout out the big homie in the house, Wildcat. And dudes used to be there busting shots in the air. I was doing that already. So when I see these old dudes and they still stuck in time, I'm like, yo, bro, no, what are you doing? But I see what it is, because they still talk about John Dillinger. They make movies about him. They still talk about Al Capone. They make movies about him. They still talk about all these dudes from black and white era and stuff like that. They make movies about them in color. But one thing you can't remake is time. You could try to explain it, but you can't remake it. John Gotti, shout out John Gotti, rest in peace, official. And his grandson's official too. That's my man. He was with me. He was with me in the spot. And shout out King Tut from the East. I just hollered at him. That's my son right there. That's the only dude I really vibed with when I was in that spot. And I got up out of there. I didn't want to leave him, but I just didn't want to stay in that spot because that spot was off the meat rack. But I don't blame nobody that's still there because they comfortable and they've been there for a while. So, you know what I'm saying? But when I see this video and it keeps coming and I keep looking at this video, I'm like, yo, what? Huh? Huh? This dude had his wife or something do the video, threw the flag up, and had one of them chairs that you see them old dudes out in the street playing dominoes on, sat on that chair, straight out of shape. You can tell he's eating a little too much fried pork. He like them chuletas. You can tell. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at the video, I bug out because I'm saying to myself, like, why you going to go out there and lie? You're going to tell your people that you represent them, but you didn't represent them at the time when you were supposed to. You're going to represent them now because they don't know no better. And this is what happens a lot. I see this happen all the time. People take advantage of people's ignorance and it be their own people. It be their own people. Kev said that earlier. He said you got to watch those that's close to you. So here's this dude. He makes that video. He's probably going to have some of the people that represent what he's saying he represent. He's gonna make them think that he's like a big OG or something. But really, he wasn't built for Cuban links when the time came to show who he was. I could say VI was. I could say Hectech was. I could say Supra was. I could say Rico was. I could say Smash was. But this dude is the super of a building who just wanted some clout on the computer, and he actually was successful. Not Tone. I'm talking about the dude that they got in this video over here with the ashy tank top, the tight shorts, and the flip-flops that show the open toes. Like, this type of stuff is hilarious, man. The internet has gone viral. Now anybody can say anything, and you got to really scrutinize what they're saying to know that they're lying. That's what it comes down to when it comes to the internet. Because that's what dudes do now. Now they be freestyling. Dude will get on the internet and say, yo, I was with him over here and he wasn't getting busy, knowing damn well that he was getting busy, but you was the Vic, and you don't want people to know you was the Vic. You want people to think that you want to put the attention on him and take the attention off yourself. Because somebody should ask him, did he ever go to the Bing? Did he play that yard? He had me dying laughing, John Smith. I was rolling. When I first got it, I was doing dead cockroaches. Son, I was doing dead cockroaches on the floor, bro, when I got that video. And then they keep coming back because different heads were sending me the video and I'm rolling. I'm over here like, yo, this video again? Why they keep sending this video around knowing that this dude is a freestyler? Freestyler. Stay straight freestyler. You knew he was telling lies about his short and tank top. That's a fact. Let me tell you something, man. If you a person that was a stand-up dude in the penitentiary, you're gonna have some type of swag to you. Let me show you why. For example, look at Mario Machete. For those of y'all don't know Mario Machete, that's my bro right there, right? Mario Machete's is up there in his 50s, right? And guess what? Look at Mario. Mario's still swagged out. You will never see Mario get on no internet looking like Juan Valdez. You will never see him do nothing like that. That's how you know. That's how you know he can't be telling the truth. You see what I'm saying? He can't be. And then at the same time, you gotta look at this too. Dudes ain't Taking these bird niggas out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out, don't get me wrong. I just shouted out some real kings that was doing their thing that I could vouch for. You see what I'm saying? That I could vouch for. Because I got nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened back then, it happened back then. There was a war. There's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. That's it. Then people come to terms and then it's over. That's it. Don't get mad because you're on the losing end. You got to hold that down and that's it. My thing is, it got nothing to do with that. It got to do with this one particular individual. That's it. Not a nation or none of that. Because I got peoples and all types. I got peoples that are kings and all that I fucks with. You know what I'm saying? I got dudes as kings that I fucked with for like a year. But this one individual here, I don't think his people scrutinized him. Because if he's talking all that, especially when he's talking about 3 block, 7 block, 5 block, 3 block was the Bing, 5 block was the Bing, 7 block was population. Right? So now what happens is that when you popped off in 7 block, if it was real serious, you went to 1B. If it was all right, they'll send you 3 block or 5 block. So now what happens is this dude is in he's in the Bing. And he's complaining about people setting his people up. But he's not telling you what he did. Here we go again. Another dude that doesn't tell you about him, but tells you about everyone else is wrong. You see what I'm saying? Everybody else is wrong. That's crazy, y'all. Yeah, he did his interview from the boiler room somewhere. I'm surprised Freddy Krueger ain't come out and get tight and try to scratch him. But that's the truth, though. The truth is, a lot of heads couldn't go to that yard because the hitters were in the Bing. The dudes that were all right were in population. Because at the end of the day, I'm not living with the enemy. That don't make no sense. Why would I go to population and live with the enemy? It's war. It's termination on site. So why would I go to Pop Dog? So that's their business. Don't do that was in Pop Dog. I was in the Bing. I was putting it in. I had that was the norm. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of dudes that didn't go to that yard. And they still hold animosity about that. They hold animosity because they couldn't go to that yard. They had to stay in their cell for 24 hours. And they didn't go to the shower either. And if they did go to the shower, they told the police to let them go to the shower by the catwalk so they don't have to walk close to the bars and get swiped. Wow. Yeah, Panamanian VI, yup. Panamanian VI, he put in work. Yes, he did. See, about dudes that's real right, I'm going to let you know they real right. I don't care what they rep. I don't care if they was op or not. I'm going to let you know they real right. But dudes that weren't real right, they don't get away. I told you. My podcast is about intelligence, knowledge, and all and everything that's about production. But guess what? I told everybody also I was gonna run my show like the Snake Pit. How many of y'all remember the Snake Pit? Ooh, Aaron Finney. Aaron Finney, hold up. Aaron Finney said he not a legend because he telling his story. He tell other people's story like the movie Troy when the kid told Brad Pitt, "Are you scared? He's tough." Brad Pitt told the kids, "You would never be a legend." It's a fact. That's a fact. You see, a lot of people from back then that didn't get down hold grudges. The Snake Pit. For those of y'all don't know that what the Snake Pit was, oh, I see they coming in now. The Snake Pit was back in the days. Jake the Snake Roberts used to have his own little podcast show, and he always used to have a special guest star. You know what I'm saying? He always used to have somebody come through, and every time somebody came through, a lot of them used to be ops. So you know what he used to do? After he interviewed them, got them gassed up when they talking all that crazy stuff, and he'll be cheering them on too, like, yeah, what? Yo, he getting busy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I saw how you did Macho Man the other day. Oh man, that was good stuff, right? And then at the end, right before the show end, he would snuff him and throw the snake on him. Which is the same thing that we used to do when we used to be in the Bing and the dude get on the gate talk about, yeah, I was upstairs and I popped off. You know what I'm saying? I popped off on such and such. You know what I'm saying? And he ran, but he know what's up when I get out. Dude used to be on the gate like, who are you? You ain't nobody. Have that tight. He would snuff him. Bing! Throw the snake on him. Damien. That was the name of the snake. Damien. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, he said Razor Ramon. Who are you? You ain't nobody. It's a fact. You know, because my thing be this, man. Yo, I got that video like 7 times on my DM, man. That shit was so funny. And shout out to him, man. He made a valiant effort. But the only people he's going to fool are his own. Because everybody on the outside already know. So those people, watch that dude. If you represent what he represent, watch that dude. You need to find out what he did when he went to the Bing. Did he go to the yard? And he definitely ain't go to the yard with nothing in his mouth because they had the hand wand. They was running across your face and on your arms and your whole body. So you wasn't playing that 1951 put the razor blade in your mouth stuff. That wasn't popping no more. Because they had the thing, they run in your face. That's why dudes graduated, went to the scalpel. Because no matter what you invent, you're not picking it up. You see what I'm saying? But it's just hilarious how he got a lot of views off of that. Got a lot of views off of that, man. See, the way it went back then was this. If you wasn't built for it tough, you wasn't playing that yard. If you wasn't built for it tough, your name wasn't ringing bells. And I'm going to tell you something. If your name was ringing bells, not only will your people know, but a lot of people on the outside would know too. The same way I can say Via, the same way I can say Supra, the same way I can say Hectech, the same way I can say Smash, the same way I can say Rika. I can say those names because I was there and I saw them get busy. You see what I'm saying? I saw them get busy. And I know they was getting busy around the Rikers Island. They was getting kicked out of jails. These are dudes that did play the yard. So let's be honest, man. Let's not play this facade. I mean, it's a funny video. Don't get me wrong. I was laughing. Yo. I was rolling when I got that. But like I said, yo, I can't believe that it got so much views. But shout out to him. He knew how to work it. He manipulated the system. That's exactly what he did. He manipulated the system. You see what I'm saying?
People are asking what you're talking about that just came in.
Oh, no, I was talking about the live. I was talking about the video that I keep getting. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about the video I keep getting. It's funny video. Don't get me wrong. I give it accolade because it's mad funny. But yo, that's not being truthful, yo. That's interesting. Jesse Gustin said, "Get bro a Queen Flip interview."
I just put the link up.
No, he's saying to get that dude a Queen's Flip interview.
Oh.
I think that's what he said. Let me see. See if I get it right. Get bro a Queen Flip interview. Yeah. Get that dude a Queen Flip interview. That's funny because he didn't come up with the other dudes that was up there. See? He wasn't up there with them other dudes that was up there. I wonder why. You see, my thing is like this, man. When people do certain things, they do it with an intent. And what I'm saying is, when you make a video and you mention a certain dude's names, he said something about the beads. Something about the beads that dudes weren't rocking mad beads or whatever. I think you talk about CK because CK was the one that said about that. But I'm gonna be honest, dudes was doing that on the regular. Dudes were blowing dudes, taking their beads and all types of stuff back then. That's the truth. Dudes were getting yapped, whop, just like chains. There was certain dudes that was rocking these big chains. They got yapped. From the adolescents all the way to the adults. Dudes got they chain yapped. Pop. Right in front of their girl. Right when they was down there with their moms. It didn't matter who was down there in the visit. They got a yap. Pop. That's a fact. I seen that happen mad times on the visiting floor. Dude will go down there, think everything is good, and dudes will just come. Wow. Yap that chain. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out to him. His gimmick worked. You know, he got a lot of views off of that. But did he have to do that to gain the attention that he really wanted? Huh? Global media too.
I deleted it.
It's crazy. I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, Bumgar, you definitely saved. I mean, listen, I like to call it a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of dudes. There was a lot of dudes that didn't go out in that yard. And the reason they didn't go out in that yard was because they wasn't ready to go to war. They was, you know, you got a difference. You got some people that can splash a bunch of dudes, herbs. A dude ain't looking. He probably came in, wasn't bothering nobody, wasn't thinking about that. He got his mind on his case or whatever. You come out and you be like, yo, he's this odd. And like what happened to that brother in the Bronx. They mistaken him for being something else, and they cost him that his life. And that happens in jail all the time. Well, it happened in jail a lot at that time. Let me correct that. It happened in jail a lot in that time. You know why? Shout out Miss Playful. Hey, yo, it happened. You know why it happened? Because some dudes were herb destroying. Some dudes just catching dudes off impulse. That's a fact. Yeah, rest in peace, Junior. Facts. That brother lost his life because of other people's foolishness. Wildcat, he couldn't make it because he was getting his method. Salute, Rebel Stone Network. Salute. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, you always got to look at motive. I always look at motive. Some people say, yo, Wildcat, you just so calculative and you give things thought. And I play chess. I plays chess, man. Chess is one of my favorite games. I'm retired. I don't even play chess no more. I used to have dudes tight. They didn't want to play them chess with me. I got to the point where I'm saying, yo, listen, man, the only two moves you got is here and there, and that's a wrap. And then if you go from here to there, I'm gonna take it. So we're gonna have to flip the board around. And they'll be like, no. I'm like, all right, go ahead, make your next move. I'll wait on you. Didn't I tell you? You only got 3 moves. You see what I'm saying? So you always got to. I scrutinize my own. Don't get me wrong. My own people, I scrutinize too. I be meeting some people and they be kicking it to me and they be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was doing this and I was doing that. I met a lot of heads like that in the penitentiary that said they did this. I met a dude that said he did one of my movies. And I'm looking at him like, word? Yo, you ate him something terrible, son. All right, yo, why you ate him? And then when I walk away, I'm like, this dude is a damn fool. He can have that op. Because now he's gonna run around and tell people that he ate son, and all the beef is gonna go that way to him. And I'm gonna be sitting back with my robe on like this. Yo, can somebody pass me a glass of wine? I talk about wine. You see, this is what I do now. See, See, I'm trying to tell you, there's always a gimmick on this internet thing, man. And maybe I'm hating. Or what they say, cock blocking or something. I don't know. I just don't like when people be freestyling and they confuse the masses. I just don't like that. No matter who they be and what they represent, I just don't. It just bothers. It's like a mosquito done bit you in your nuts. You over here like, damn, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, yo, you got to be mindful of the things that you hear on here. Yo, I'm telling you, I got the video like 7 times. I got the video 7 times. And I'm wondering why do I keep getting this video? He ain't talking about me. He can't talk about me. I went to the yard and I'm Dominican. When I wasn't homie, I was in that yard. You see what I'm saying? Drunk? Nah. I'm sipping on, I don't sip on alcoholic beverages. This is squash grapes. These old dope fiend, dope head big homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, yo, Kev, did you get that video too? I think you got it too. The video with the dude with the dusty tank top and the tight ass Puma shorts or whatever, and he had the open toe sandals. So what I'm telling them is about you had these dudes in the Bing who didn't go to the yard. Appreciate you, Miss Playful. A lot of dudes was not playing that yard. It wasn't going out in that yard. Yo, Kev, was they going out to the yard, Kev? Keep it real. I'm talking about the old dude. The old dude that you got that video too. Everybody got that video. The old dude that he said that he was banging for the Kings and all that, and he said that Magoo was setting his own brothers up and all this other crazy stuff that he was. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Eat that well. I'm telling you, y'all. My whole thing is like this. A lot of dudes wasn't playing that yard, Joe. They weren't going to that yard. And that's what tested who you was. That's how you got tested to see what you was made of. You got tested to see what you was made of if you went to that yard against all odds. Because ain't nobody telling me I can't go to the yard. I don't care who's out there in that yard. I'm out there. And that's why I gave you all the example. It happened to me when I was adolescent. And I went out there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they were dudes that were getting busy. I'm going to let you know. They were getting busy. But there's some dudes that's going to come on here that were not getting busy. You see what I'm saying? Kilo Rats, Pistol Pete got busy. Yes, he did. He said, "Wow, B." Yo, yo, Kev Frank and somebody in here. But yo, let's keep it funky, yo. Why you think you don't see these dudes doing no videos? To me, Queens Flip should have had VI up there. He should have had Smash up there. He should have had. He can't have Supra because he's a lifer. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes that he should have had up there. I believe he should have had up because the other dude that was there, I don't remember them. They must have been around when I was an adolescent. Snow Billy. Hell no. Snow Billy's a rat. See, you know what I'm saying? So now you got to remember, people are going to take advantage of people's ignorance because they don't know. I see it happening. Yo, since I've been home, I've seen that happen like a million times, man. Where people just take advantage of other people because they don't know no better. That's what happens. Yo, how this bird dude still in here? Hold up. Know what I'm saying? So Buck 50 Blaze. Matter of fact, I'm gonna dress this bird right now. Buck 50 Blaze, right? You out of the chat. But I know you listening. Now, you was in KK's chat not too long ago. And you was running your mouth in his chat and he kicked you out. You got shut down. Now you're in my chat. I gave you a little rhythm. And now you up in here. You over here wilding because they talking. Yo, don't tell me that dude is related to you. Because if that dude's related to you, oh my goodness, look at the line of people you come from. Your man wasn't playing, whoever that is, your grandfather, whoever that is, he didn't play the yard. He didn't play the yard. Why didn't he go out to the yard? You see what I'm saying? So, that's a fact. You Ali, that's a fact. Why didn't he? He out of here, Kev. He gets kicked out of all the mods. I noticed that. Yours, now mine's. He gonna go with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He get kicked out of all the mods. CRE's in the building. Salute, see? You see what I'm saying? So the dude, like I said, the dude can't come on doing these videos, and he wasn't representing for his peoples. I told y'all who was representing. Malcolm Presley, Wildcat, was OG Mac getting busy before he did what he did? Nah. Maybe a fight. OG Mac ain't ever cut not one person. He might have had a fight here. Might have had a fight there. That's about it. But he wasn't in 1B. He wasn't in 1B. OG Mac wasn't, and he's another one that I could speak about. Because I don't discriminate. I'm not going to talk about one people. I talk about when you telling the truth has no discrimination to it. It's just the truth. And you spit it how it like how it's supposed to come out. Because nobody knew at first. You see? Matter of fact, this thing of ours entertainment. So why niggas was jacking him? Because they didn't know at first. Nobody knew. Same way, this old dude get on there and he's talking. The people that follow him, they're gonna be misled because they're not gonna know until later on that this dude ain't played a yard. OG Mac was a good coach, not a player. Yeah, he was a good coach. I mean, I give him that part. I mean, he had leadership skills. Ice, yeah, I knew an Ice. I was up north with an Ice too. Yeah, Bad Vibes. Yeah, we never knew. So we was the ignorant ones at that time. See what I'm saying? We were the ignorant ones at that time. Oh shit. Shout out to the homies in North Carolina. They just hit me up just now. Out there in NC, man. Shout out to the homies in NC. They be hitting me up on the regular. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because I don't want to make the focus on that dude. All I want to say is that, you know, the same way I would tell minds to be careful about those who claiming all these statuses, I would say the same. I would say the same about them dudes. You need to check. You need to check real good. Some of these dudes didn't play the yard. I know a lot of dudes like that. Yo, I could blow up a lot of spots, man. I know dudes that was washing drawers. I know dudes that never came out they cell. I know dudes that when they used to come into Bing, right when they come into 1B, they'll stall on the police and get beat up because they ain't want to go down there. They ain't want to come to 1B. The minute they started taking them and they was in the A and B gate, right there, they'll start talking mad crap to the police. Police be like, yo, get on the wall. And they'll turn around and they start fighting and all that. And they're like, we're not going in there. We're not going down there. They're going to kill us. Yeah, they ain't want to come down to 1B. They was scared to death. It was like, we're not going down there. Were you crazy? They're going to kill us. What if they had anxiety? If they had anxiety, they should have never came to jail. They should have had anxiety when they was committing the crime that they was committing. It would have stopped them from committing it, and they would have never came to jail. OG Mac didn't scheme his way to leadership. He created the movement, and he showed that he was a leader. I mean, Ali Al was getting busy. I know two Ali Als too. I know one from the Heights that I know real good, and I know another Ali Al that was locked up with me too. Faye and North Carolina, the building. That's a fact. I get a lot of love from North Carolina. We got a lot. That's a Billy world over there. Shout out North Carolina in the building. But yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I got that video so many times. It was hilarious, yo. And like I said, shout out to the Kings. You know what I mean? Because I don't got no beef with the Kings. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, for example, in 2008, I think it was 2008. In 2008, my little man, he was a king. And my other man, Sergio, he was a king. And we spent the whole summer together bugging out. We went to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We was doing our things. You know what I'm saying? And they knew who I was and all that. But like I said, when someone ain't truthful, I'm going to blow them up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got mad scams for this internet thing, man. I ain't going to lie. This internet thing has gotten to a point where people just make stuff up. OG Mac got busy where? Maple Cesara. Appreciate you, Maple Cesara. Where?
Russia in here.
Oh, salute Russia. Salute my Russians in the building. Facts. Salute to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did he pop off at? Name me somebody OG Mac 8. And not like I said, I'm not gonna bash him, but we're being truthful here. It's open chat right now. You see what I'm saying? Name somebody he ate. I tell everybody the same thing. When they talk all this, I was getting busy, or this dude was getting busy. Name me one person he ate. One. Killer Kev, y'all just try to cam this $150 Blaze nigga off. Yeah, he not gonna cam. That nigga was beasting on my phone a little while ago. He tight right now. I think that was his uncle or his pops or his grandfather or something. He tight. Why you tell your grandfather to go on the internet with that stupidity? Somewhere down the line, somebody's gonna pull his card. Who was that dude that got shot on the island? You had two dudes that got shot on the island back then. One dude shot himself in the leg, and another dude he shot another dude. So which one you talking about? Facts, Ty G's. Ty Guns in the building. Ty G's, that's my dude, Ty G's right there. I love you, Ty G's. Nah, you Ali, no. Baka, did you come across Preacher? Nah, I ain't come across Preacher. Preacher was in he was in one of the other spots that I didn't go to. He's not in New York. He's like in another spot. Nah, I was never with CK in Otisville. I think he was there before me. And I only was there for like 6 months. I wasn't there that long. I was still there to be with my son Tut, and then I got out of there. OG Mac was the general. He didn't have to put in work. I mean, to be honest with you, we respect a general who can play the field. I'm sure everybody could concur with that. You're going to respect a general who can play the field. Because at the end of the day, if the general can't play the field, there's always going to be questions about his potential. So you gotta remember that. You know what I'm saying? For example, Adolf Hitler not only had his soldiers killing, but he killed stuff too. Genghis Khan, he not only had his Mongols doing their thing, but he did his thing too. Haile Selassie, every leader has to show who he is before he can implement structure amongst others. Because then the others are going to question him. France in the building. Shout out France in the building. Haile Selassie, Attila the Hun. Pistol Pete, that's a fact. Pistol Pete did get busy. I saw with my own eyes Pistol Pete in the yard get busy. Pistol Pete was not no slouch. You crazy? No, that is not true. Yeah, nah. I see what you're saying, maple syrup. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. He bugged that on his girl because at the beginning of the video, because the camera light was on. Yo, I got to. Thank you, Russia. Come through again, Russia. We got you. Audi, yeah, Audi got busy. Audi did get busy. Shout out Audi. He's out here somewhere. Shout out him and his. He got a baby girl. Yeah. He was talking about. I know he was talking about CK. But the only reason I addressed it just now is only because I keep getting it in my DM. Like they keep sending me this video, and I keep looking at this dude like, like yo. The first time it was a laugh. The second time I was still laughing. The third time I was still laughing. The fourth time over here, like, all right, come on. Now you're making the joke dry. Oh yeah. I told him about that on Bob's when I climbed over the fence. That's a fact. I climbed over the fence in OBCC to get this dude in the other pen. That's when we was doing coming out of everything they put us in. Damn, 1994, 1995, Otisville. Whew. I was on the island that time. Matter of fact, I was up north in 94, and then I came back down. The illest Bronx Bloods that got busy. Southside, Sufton, salute Sufton. Let me see. From the Bronx, you got a couple of heads that was doing their thing. From the Bronx, you had Rob Lowe. You had Dick Wolf. You had mad dudes from the Bronx. You had who else from Wayno, Magoo, Audi, Pistol Pete, Nalo. Let me see. Like the actor Rob Lowe. Nah, they had a real Rob Lowe, Robert Tucker. Rob Lowe got busy. Like I can only speak for the people that I know that was with me. You know what I'm saying? Like other dudes that I saw them later on, I never seen them putting in no work, but people like them. Tankhead. Fact, Tankhead. Even though he in Jamaica now, Little Curtis, Doggy Dog, Germs, they was getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Song Campbell. Nah, Song Campbell. Scar Valentine. Yeah, but Scar Valentine was from Queens. Scar Valentine was back there by Baisley Projects. The Burgos brothers, yes, I remember them. Yeah, what's poppin' also, Bossley? Is CK really serious? Said fuck OG Mac. I mean, yeah, he was the one that was bringing it out about the OG Mac situation. You know what happened after that was a little out of order. But now I'm talking about not CK, but you know how it went down. But it was true. He was the one that was saying that OG Mac was no good. And what happened was people looked at it like he's trying to like take over the hood type stuff, and it went left. Rudy Lowe, nah. I mean, some of those dudes are old dudes, man. Like I can't talk about them old dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm the youngest one out of the group, so I could only count for those that I bumped into when they came through. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some of those old dudes, I don't know. I met some of those old dudes later on, you know, and I didn't see where they came from. Caballo? Yeah, Caballo was getting busy. Caballo caught a body on the island. You know what I'm saying? He took his cop out and all that and took it on the chin and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Son was getting busy. Can nobody take that from him? You know what I'm saying? Some was getting busy. Some was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And me and him put in work together too. Vibe said he rubber stamping Rudy Lowe. I don't know that dude. Me, I'm type biased to be honest with you. If you ain't come to 1B or 1 South, I don't know. So if Valentine Wayno, yes. Yes, with the dread, skinny. That's my son. He's from Queens too. Maserati Fox. Maserati Fox held it down too. Ever heard of Mother Dear and what? Man, those dudes old as dirt, man. See, in our era, we didn't care about no booty bandits because if a dude came at us with that booty bandit stuff, we ate their food. We didn't fear none of that stuff. We looked at them like they was food anyway because they was weak. That's how we looked at them. We looked at dudes like Mother Dear, Dead Arm Roll, like they food. Who is they? Let me tell you something. When I went to Comstock, I was washing my shirt in the sink, and they had Pissy Black on the gallery mopping the floor. So I was washing my shirt in the sink, and as he was mopping the floor, I called son looking in my cell. And I looked at him through the mirror. I didn't turn around. I looked at him through the mirror. Killer Kev, you know your ass You know your ass was under the bed. So I'm looking at this dude. I'm looking at this dude like, hold up. I don't know if he's sizing me up or not. All I know is he was a big, humongous dude. So you know what I did? I was like, yo, Porter, yo, tell the CEO I want to take a shower. He was like, hold up. So he goes all the way to the front to tell the CEO I want to shower. Comstock is an old jail. So they got to spin the wheel or whatever. Bring down the lever. So I took out the scalpel and I put it in my towel and I walked down the gallery with my sneakers on, my slippers in the towel though. When I get towards the front, I put my stuff inside the shower and I come back out. I went right to him like, yo, what's up, bro? Why you all up in my cell? And he looking at me like, yo, what you talking about? Shout out Miss Playful. Shout out Miss Playful in the building. I'm like, yo, salute Miss Playful. Thank you. I'm like, yo, what's up? Why you all up in my cell? He's like, nah, I wasn't looking in your cell. I said, yes, you was, man. I said, yo, don't look at my cell no more or go get your gun. He was like, yo, hold up, what's your name? I said, my name is Wildcat, bro. He was like, oh, Wildcat? Oh, I heard about you. Yeah, Stitchy told me about you. I said, yo, forget about all that, bro. I'm telling you right now. You look at my cell again, I'm going to pop your top off. He was like, nah, I ain't got no beef with you, bro. I heard about y'all dudes down there. Y'all was bugging. I said, all right. I went, took a shower, and went right back to my cell. That man didn't even come on the gallery no more. He probably was the one that got me moved off the gallery because I got off that gallery mad quick. They put me in that was B1. They put me in D block in the first cell. And then that's how I met Tut. Because Tut was in 16 cell before they moved us all downstairs, and then we was over there with Pappy Mason. But our era, we didn't play that about them booty bandits and dudes is big and Mother D and all that. We ain't trying to hear that. We blowing them dudes out the frame. All them dudes had was a sneak attack. That's the whole thing about them. If they can't sneak you, they wasn't trying to mess with you. They was not trying to mess with you. Yeah, and Comstock. Like we don't play that about booty bandits and all that. Who cares about them dudes? That was back in 1976 or something like that. 1975 somewhere. Back in the disco era. The hell we care about a dude because Mother Dear got murdered. Yeah, look, he got murdered in jail. All that didn't take him nowhere. Because at the end of the day, once you get past the fear factor, then you see a person for what they are. If you fear somebody, you'll never be able to see who they really are. If you on some scared shit like, oh, yo, this dude here, he dangerous. Oh, what? Doesn't matter who they are. They still a potato chip bag. They get popped. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about the fear factor. Mad Dog, Sun God, LG. I know a LG that was with me in Comstock. Yeah, nobody cares about no Dead on Roll, no Mother Dear. Who cares about them? Ain't nobody care about them type of dudes. Only dudes that cared about them dudes are dudes that was scared of them, dudes that wanted them dudes to get them. And I told you it was a sneak attack. If they don't come up behind you and lace you, they ain't had no combat game. They were just big dudes. That was it. And they ain't want to get cut and they ain't want to get stabbed. No. Yeah, Mother Dear was so sick with it, he got killed. Can you gain respect off proofreading appeals? I don't know, man. I mean, you could be the law library, man. God Tony, I can't speak about him either because I wasn't around that dude. What was the realest war you ever had or seen? I ain't gonna lie, the realest wars we ever had was during the search downs when everybody had a pop. Other than that, it's a fact, Killer Cat. They wasn't messing with you. If they know you get busy, they wasn't messing with you. Kev said, "God Tony a real yeah." Who gave me the best battle? I got you. So also, Bosley. Let me see. Oh, that one from the East. Oh, okay. Yeah. He was getting busy. Yeah, he was getting busy. But there was another guy, Tony, too. I think he was from Manhattan somewhere. But who was my biggest battle? Damn, that's a good one, man. I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, you know why? I never gave nobody the chance to even be a challenge. You see what I'm saying? But I remember when we climbed through the window in the law library in the Beacon. I remember this one dude, me and him was fighting for like 2 minutes straight. And he hit me with a typewriter and all that, but I blew him and sent him out of there leaking. But we was fighting for a while because he was trying to take the space bar out of the typewriter because there's a metal piece in there and they sharpen it and they make a long pick with it. And when I saw him do that, you know what I'm saying, I just went at his head so that he don't get that out. You know what I'm saying? So he was fighting for his life. He was swinging some wild stuff at me. I was weaving most of it, but I caught a few in the shoulder, in my arms and stuff. Are you a boxer? I was a boxer. From Fort Greene? From Fort Greene, Shaquell. Shaquell was getting busy from Fort Greene. Snow Billy? Snow Billy. Snow Silly, you mean? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, for my whole thing is like I said, man. We can't have these dudes with making these videos and it going viral and they ain't even being truthful, yo. What I try to do is I try to train everybody to scrutinize people. Scrutinize them. Especially a lot of them old heads. Especially a lot of them old heads. Because one thing I'll tell you, and CK said it in one of his lives, when we was adolescent, we was going at them old heads. We wasn't giving them no props. We was coming at their body. So what they did was they kept all the adolescents on one side of the full building and took the adults and put them on the other side. So you had the odd side and you had the even side. Once we started popping off on the adults, then they was like, nah. Let's move them over there. Because these adolescent dudes, they popping off on them. And it was like that on the bus too. You adolescents, and sometimes we ride in the bus, and we in the front, they got the adults in the back. And we just run to the back and pop on one of the adults. Nah, I mess with the old heads. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we was doing them old heads dirty, Kev. Them old heads was getting done dirty. They had to take them dudes and move them to the other side of the jail. We didn't care who they was, whether they get busy or not. We was coming at their bodies, especially when they was running the child. So they used to have the adolescents in two top, and then they used to have the adults in two main. So what they used to do is they used to bring us out, the adolescents going from two top or going to child, and the adults from two main are coming back from child. And then the adolescent would jump off on the adult, pop the adult. Most of them dudes ran. Some of the dudes were trying to fight back, but dudes was running around razor tag and everything. So Captain Velez at that time, because he was the captain in the full building at that time, he took the adults and pushed them dudes to the other side of the jail. That's how they did it back then. We talk about 93, 94. They was moving them to the other side of the jail. That's why you had the even side, and that's why you had the odd side. Now, when adult come through, the adult get busy, he usually was cool with the adolescents. I was in 4 main upper. Yeah, see, 4 main upper at one time was adults too, and 4 main was adolescent. And the same thing was happening over there. That's the reason why they took the adults and they moved them to the other side. Ja Ace, facts. Who tear them adults up? Yup, and we was yapping the adults on the visit. Yapping them for they shine. That's another thing. The adults, matter of fact, when they was bringing me, SI, and them, we was predicates. So they had 3 bubbles in the full building. So what they'll do is they'll put us inside the glass bubble with our family or girl, whoever. And then the adults will sit in the regular, little table and stuff like that. And then they got to take the chains off of us when they put us in the bubble. So when they take off the chains, do the bungee jump, whoop, and get up out of there. Facts. So we was yapping them dudes and all that. We was taking their shines, all that. That's why when I turned adult and I went to the H, I was like, oh, this is a continuation of what I was doing already. So when the minute they put me in 3 block adolescent, I went straight to the yard, ate an adult right there. Wop, 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 wop. CK hit him with the basketball, and I blew him up. From there, they kicked me out of the 3 block, and they sent me to 1B. And that's what I was saying before. So this dude making videos, but when you went to 1B, if you didn't play that yard, then everybody already knew you was fool. And a lot of dudes pull stunts not to come to 1B because they ain't want to come there. And some people came late. Some people started popping off in the 1 South era. They weren't in 1B. Big Boy 4438. I remember young boys taking commissary from older cats. That's a fact because the commissary was right there. When you come down the hallway, the adults dude used to have to come out and they have to go through the gate to get to the other side. So dudes used to run, cut their bag, bop, and when they cut their bag, all their commissary fall out. Yo, cat, I was in Mall 4 Lower to Upper and 4 Main in 1997. Okay. Salute Balls Dawn 97. I was up north at that time. Crown Heights. I know. I think Ganga Lee was from Crown Heights. John Harvin, nope. Nah. Oh, up in Attica, they had that dude. That was Ryder Maker. I punched Ryder Maker dead in his face when I was in Attica. And salute to Tank, Rat Hunter Tank. He held me down when we fought against the whole squad. The minute I got was playing for Salute, making money on the internet. That's a fact. That track is about to come out soon. Matter of fact, on Let's Talk About It, he played one of my joints today. And that was one of my older joints, and they got mad flames, Miss Playful. Mad flames. So imagine when I put my new stuff out. Flip with the dreads. Oh, Flip with the dreads? Facts. Flip with the dreads official. Yup. Flip with the dreads official. Yes. Best time 187. Yes. Oh, Vibes. Yeah, Vibes. Yeah, Vibes represent for Crown Heights too. That's a fact. Vibe is from Crown Heights. He was in One South with us and all that. Do you know Guyanese Clippy? Guyanese Clippy. Yo, I gotta know him if he's Guyanese. Yeah, I know the Lost Boys. I know the Lost Boys. Rest in peace, Freaky Ty. Speak nice in in the FCI joint. I actually went to school with the Lost Boys. That was crazy. Lost Boys, yeah, they you know, I'm not gonna say they was popping off and all that, but they weren't no punks, and they was about they be bread, they music. "109 and Merrick. Oh, I know about 109 and Merrick. Slang with LG. I can't speak about him because there's a controversial thing about him right now that I'm letting his people deal with that. You know what I'm saying? All the time, Daltone. There's a controversial thing with him. Um, about some helicopter and people's hideouts and stuff. But I don't know if that's accurate or not. Oh, Jay Breezy Five Borough, that's a fact. Dudes were playing MO not to come to the Bing, too. That's what dudes did. Dudes were playing MO not to come to the Bing. I'm telling you, when it came to coming to the Bing, that's when it showed who was who and who was not. Because anybody can go and blow somebody. But now you got to go to a place where you got to be careful. Yeah, I don't know who the hell this dude is. They sent me a picture of some dude with a yellow Freddy Krueger sweater. Who the hell is this?
Little girl went to jail. Fuck Kodak Black. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Fuck him. He fucked the little girl and said, Trey Wayne. Tekashi fucked the little girl.
I know who that is. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, there was a time, I don't know how people be forgetting this. There was a time when if you went into the Brooklyn or the Bronx pen, but majority of it was in the Brooklyn pen, you got robbed. Dudes are taking your sneakers, your pants, your jacket, your hoodie, whatever was worth for something. Dudes used to wear the bummest stuff to court and come back fly. Anytime they call somebody for court, dudes would be like, yo, I'm going shopping. And they'll say, yo, let me get them dirty sneakers right there. And they'll go to court dirty. But when they come back, you'll be like, yo, where'd you get that? Oh, hold up. You didn't wear that when you left. Yo, they put me in the Queens pen. Yo, they put me in the Manhattan pen. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are getting robbed. Take the sneakers off. Take that jacket off. Straight jacket. Dudes are getting straight robbed. That's not a lie. I don't know if it's still like that to this day. But the way the Ford building was, me, V-I-G, GQ. Yeah, I know GQ too. I knew GQ too. That's a fact. Mr. Cheeks paperwork? What paperwork is that? I ain't see that. Facts, big boy, 4438. That's how it was. Yo, what size are those sneakers? Yo, take that jacket off. And you had some dudes that fought for this, but it was to no avail. And that's actually when I first saw a dude get cut. It was crazy. It was my first time going to court. I'm going to arraignment. After arraignment, I'm going to like my first court date. And when I went, I was sitting in the pen and I'm looking at this dude. He's talking on the gate to his man across the pen from him. And as he's talking to him, there's a dude right next to him. But I saw him go to the bathroom and he's in the bathroom and you could tell he's taking something out. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, he's taking out his joint. You know what I'm saying? But who he trying to cut in here? I was already on point because I had a stack of law work. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was if he come my way swinging that, I'm going to block it with the law work and I'm going to go right at him. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing that happened was while son was talking to his man from across the pen, son came and stood right next to him and acted like he was about to talk to somebody, and he just reached over, bah, wow, ate him. Yo, son was leaking all over the place, yo. Was leaking all over the floor, squirting. That's my first time seeing somebody. After I saw that, when I got back to the crib, when I got back to the house, I got on the jack. I was like, yo, Mom Dukes, man, yo, I need a box of them things, man. Dudes ain't fighting up in here. They playing razor tag. So I might as well join the game. Next visit, I was good. Went down there, got them jump offs, and then I just caught that fever, and that was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I caught that fever and that was a wrap. They've been in Richmond Hill and still wish could have stayed. Yeah, Richmond Hill is my second home next to Pickett and Hendricks. It's a fact. Shout out Richmond Hill. Derek Richardson. Yo, Derek Richardson, that name sound familiar. Why I know that name? You ever met any wild Dominican dudes in Rikers? Oh, hell yeah. I was just talking about him yesterday. Julio Cementerio. Julio Cementerio was off the meat rack. This dude was a straight assassin. Was chopping everything up and police and everything. Chopped the police in the neck in the Beacon. He represented for the Dominicans. That's not a lie. You know, Caballo and Lucas and them, they were in 2 block in the H. Julio Cementerio they was moving him all over the place because they ain't know where to send him. Someone was doing his thing. The hell is that? Oh. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my main thing is like this, man. When people make these videos, man, and start looking all crazy and wearing these ashy tank tops and tight ass shorts and sandals that Jesus wore and all this, and getting mad at their girls because the light is on in the camera, and you're sitting on a stool chair that people use outside to play dominoes. You never was in that lane, so don't ever try to be in that lane. Oh yeah, White Bread. I remember White Bread. Best I'll be knowing a little history right there. Pistol Pete was living good. Duran 134 80s baby. Nah, Dominicans get their props, bro. I'm Dominican. Dominicans definitely get their props because they were some heavy hitting Dominicans back then. Now I can't speak for the Dominicans and the Feds. They different. Yeah, I saw that. Let's talk about it. I seen it. That shit was funny as hell. Okay. Fact, Venezuela Reyes. Yeah, I saw it. Let's talk about it. That shit was funny. That was hilarious. He had his girl nervous as but you know them old timers they beasts when they beasts. That's all I'm gonna say. Kurt Palmer, salute, bro. I appreciate you too, bro. Facts. Quan? Yeah, I know Quan from Brooklyn. Black Quan from Brooklyn. From the Star. Tell me that's Black Quan from the Star. That's my dude right there. He was in Southport with me also. 109 Merrick. John Adams hot. Yo, matter of fact, like I said before, man, shout out my peoples up there in the back streets, man, and Payback Crips, man. They official. I mess with them. Shout out Blue Black and them. But like I was saying, yeah, I know I got a couple of trolls, but that ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow them later. I'm gonna see where they go.
This motherfucker's got like 10 pages.
Yeah, I know.
He'll be back.
Yeah, American Baisley's facts. Yeah, I know. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I know Fruit Quan too, Vibes, but not that one. This one is Quan. Black Quan. He was with me in Southport. Oh, I can't call it on that one, Venezuela Reyes. I don't know either. Rock Gang Crips official facts. Now, like I said, I mess with all peoples. As long as you real, if you real right, I don't care what you is. I mess with you. You could be Crip, King, Trinitario. It doesn't matter. If you official, I mess with you. One thing I didn't do is only put in work with my own. I put in work with others. For example, Mario Machete was with me when he was part of the movie when I ate the dude in Southport. When I ate the other dude in Southport too, upstairs. Dexter. My dude Dexter, Yaga. Yaga was part of that movie. You see what I'm saying? So I never isolated myself just to homies. I always kept it tall with everybody. Like I said, I was in Attica. I snuffed Rodamaker. And guess what? Tank came in there and Tank helped me out. Facts.
How is this person keep going?
Oh, I'm gonna send it to you, Kev. But you got it already, Kev. It's the video with the dude with the tank top. We was laughing about it the other day. He's the dude that was saying that CK was talking about all the beads on his neck and all that. Oh, Flute Magician. That's how he want to whistle. Yeah, he want to whistle. Yeah, I know Fruit Quan for LG. Fruit Quan for LG, he was in the building when we was in Murder Mall 9. He was on the Brooklyn side, but then he turned adult. And I was still adolescent. I stayed in the full building. That's all right. Hey, yo, you know what? I'm glad he keeps coming in. Every time he comes in, he's just giving me another view. So shout out Flute Magician. Flute Magician. Make more pages. By the time I'm finished with this over here, I'm going to have like 3,000. And I'm just going to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jerry the Jew. Yeah, I remember Jerry the Jew. Nice with that law. Nice with that law. Yeah, I know 187. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why you got to be a chess player. A lot of times, you see, you don't always got to get hype about things, because at the end of the day, there's always something lucrative towards what people do. Always something lucrative. East New York in the building. Y'all already snow. I don't know if y'all been on my Instagram yet. On my Instagram, me and the homie Bookie Stone, we was walking through my PJs in the nighttime. Yo, it felt so good, man. You don't even know. I ain't got nothing but I didn't get nothing but love when I went over there to Pink Houses. And you got to remember, I was running around that whole thing from Pennsylvania and all that, and around Stanley, all through that. Those are my stomping grounds. And then I go chill over there at on Liberty and on the Richmond Hillside. Nah, slang where LG nah. Shepherd and Pickin. Ah, look, you was right by me on Paper Chase. I was on Pickin and Hendrix. Spring Creek. Oh, Starlight City. Yo, I remember when Starlight City had beef with Brookline Projects. And when you took the L train to the last stop, you had to walk through Brookline Projects to get to Flatlands to cross the street to where Starlight City was. That was off the meat rack too. Elders and Dumont. Facts. Facts. I got some East New Yorkers up in here. That's a fact. East New York. You know what I'm saying? You know what they used to say? When the East is in the house, oh my gosh, danger. Nah, KK and CK, they good, man. Everything good, man. They good. KK and CK is good. Yeah, Canarsie, yo. Oh, 1230 Sutter Ave on the check-in. Yeah, free Tax Stone. I was just with Tax Stone. I left him in the box. And he was in there. He was showing me because Tax Stone is the only one when he goes to the library, he could bring, he has a like, it ain't his or I guess it's part of his discovery. And he has it on disc. So he had a laptop, not in his cell, but he had a laptop that they used to take out when he goes to the law library because he used to go in the little cage and he was showing me the videos and stuff. Tax Stone's I do. On New Jersey. Brooklyn Projects is technically East New York. I'm in Canarsie now, Cat. Shout out Canarsie. Shout out Canarsie. Yeah, I used to be out there in Canarsie on the regular. Shout out Canarsie. Shout out Starlight City, man. That's still part of the East. But I ain't gonna lie, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all had me up here for what, 2 hours? Nah? Yeah.
97 minutes ago.
What? Hell yeah, I was trying to do a half, but this ended up an hour and a half. Now I like to talk with the people sometimes, man. Like tomorrow, I got a topic to talk about because tomorrow I believe is a holiday. And I also, some people be on the internet talk about dudes getting on some positive stuff. You gotta get on some positive stuff. You gotta change your lane. You can't continue. They say oh, Shannon Briggs just sent all right, I got it, Kev. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta elevate, yo. Like when I be on here and I be, sometimes I take time just to kick it with the chat, and you know, when I get stuff like that on my inbox, you know, I got to only reason I addressed it because they kept sending it to my inbox. Like, and then when I kept getting it, I'm like, all right, I laughed for like 2-3 weeks with this dude. Why they keep sending it to my inbox? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, they gotta really research on that cat right there, man. I'm telling you. They gotta really research that cat. You'll be surprised. Liberty and Van Wyck in the building, brat, Southside. Yeah. I think we need a jam, man. We need a jam because we need a music break. How many people think we need a music break? We need a music break. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Let's get out. Yo, shout out your hood real quick, man. Cause I see a lot of Brooklynites in the building. Let me see where everybody at right now. I'ma set it off. East New York is in the building. What's poppin'? Shadyville, Soundview. Let's go. Soundview in the building. (183rd) Watson Ave in the BX. Sunset Park, Highland Miller Ave, Maryland. 914 in the building. Washington Heights in the building. Harlem. Kingston Ave. The whole Best Style Brooklyn. New Orleans in the building. Wash Heights, D. Milo, Tony Lagoon. 182 Prospect, Pickett and Sutter. Harlem. Baru Park, West Bracken, J. Cartier, what's poppin'? Harlem Polo Grounds, Springfield, Massachusetts, Hunts Point, Soundview, Audubon, that's a fact, Audubon, Harlem Love, Bronx Zoo, Corona, 644 Park Ave, Mr. Pep, salute, Detroit, New York, 6 Train, let's get it, Crazy JoJo in the building, salute. That's my boy right there. West Farms, Albany, Brownsville in the building. East New York in the building. Brooklyn, Bronx, Fordham Road in the building. Baisley Park, Yonkers, Bushwick, Harlem, Lenox, Bronxdale, A-Train, Euclid, Harlem, 115 in Lenox, Tilden, PJs, New Jersey Ave, the whole New York, 617 Boston, Fordham Road. Salute Crazy JoJo, 1335 in the building. Bronx Spartans in the building. RVP Roosevelt Projects, Do or Die Red Star, Cypress Ave, Roosevelt High School, Vermont Street, Bronxdale PJs. Ooh, Bronxdale up in here. Jackson PJs up in here. Follow the Hudson. Yeah. Slow Bombs Yonkers. John F. Kennedy High, Pennsylvania Ave. Rest Stop Talk Dirty, Harlem in the building. OTG, only trust God. Santiago, Gato Life. Shout out to all my people in Santiago. Florida, salute. Monroe PJs, you already know. Know what I'm saying? To all my dogs in the building. Ray Leon Rivera, Monroe, Cristo Rey, Santo Domingo, Cope. To all my dogs in the building. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here too. Suwoo 818. Salute from the West Coast, East to West all day. Let's go. That's a fact. Shout out all the homies up north holding it down. And even if they ain't homie and they holding it down, shout out to them too. Shout out Venezuela. 402. Woo. Shout out Soulker. Soulker. Shout out Soulker. Gato Life. Shout it out, boy. 2400 130. One day we're gonna roll call on this joint. 196 at Grand Concourse, Kingsbridge. You already know. Shout out all my paisas. Wash Heights, where you at? Let's go. Salute, native of the Bronx. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. That's part of my tomorrow's topic. Monet T, shout out, baby boy. That's right. Shout out Miss Playful in the building. And I'm going out like this. Salute everybody that came in the chat. Tomorrow we back to our regular session. If you got got a dirty wife beater, don't come on the podcast. And if you wearing open toe sandals, get up out of here. Salute OG Magoo. I got you, my king.